Many underclassmen secretly harbor apprehensions about the teachers they may have during their years at HTHI. Our news team went undercover to expose the truth about 11th grade biology teacher John Santos. The following is what we discovered. John Carroll Santos was born on April 11, 1974 in Tijuana, Mexico. As a child, he was fascinated by the natural world and all of the animals that inhabited it. While he now has a passion for learning and biology, when given the chance, he would rather be surfing or spending time outdoors.
I would definitely say that my childhood had a lot to do with me becoming a biologist. My parents would always just, like the famous word was outside. They would just yell outside and we would just all go play outside. It felt like that's all we did, like with the dog, and my sisters and friends from the neighborhood would all come over, and that's what I did for years and years and years.
You know, I think that probably what most affected John was his childhood. His parents never let him out of the house, but he made up this whole, crazy imaginary world where he was able to go out and explore. I think it's kind of weird.
There was always a lot of people at our house, and we just didn't have the money to be buying clothes for all the kids and stuff, so it was definitely, you got a lot of hand-me-downs, or we could go thrift store shopping. And my mom was, I look back at it now, and she let me pick out my own clothes, and so I used to pick the stupidest things out. I bought myself a bowling ball. I still have it actually. And then another outfit that I had that was my favorite outfit, and I can't believe it was when I was 8 years old, was a pair of deerskin lederhosen, which if you don't know what that is, it's like a pair of shorty shorts made out of deerskin that goes into somehow a suspenders. And I must have looked so stupid in those things, but I loved them. They were so comfortable. And I don't know, maybe they made me feel real outdoorsy or something, but I just remember the feeling of playing in those things all day long, every day, for an entire summer. I don't know. I would never want to own an adult pair of those things.
One thing about John that's really weird is you guys know that a lot of us, the staff, hang out together, and for some reason, whenever we go out, John's always wearing an adult pair of lederhosen. It's just weird.
It was wintertime, I would guide tours for a company called Journey Mexico. I did ecotourism for them. And for the most part, I ran tours for adults. And I really just felt like hired help. And then in early March, I worked with a group of students from High Tech High International. And we left out of here and took a group of students down into Central Baja. And just the connection to the student was so much more, and how it was really more of them. They involved me in their experience, and they wanted to talk to me. They wanted me to be part of it, and it felt so good. It felt like I wasn't hired help.
So I remember going on a trip with John to Costa Rica, and John being convinced that all the students were really listening to what he was saying about all his fancy biology terms, and in reality most of them were just behind his back pulling faces and throwing poo at him.
And so then coming back from that trip, they contacted me, Kelly Wilson, Ben Daly. They emailed me and for an interview, and it really rolled really quickly into starting the next day as a biology teacher, and it was horrifying.
I don't think he really wants me to tell you this, but working here was actually a condition of his parole. They made him work here. Sorry.
I really like how when he's teaching you, it's kind of as though you're having a conversation, so he isn't actually lecturing you. And because it's like you're having a conversation, you're more prone to learn.
My favorite thing about John Santos? I don't get the question. What? Oh, what's my least favorite thing about John Santos?
No, what's your favorite thing about John Santos?
I have no idea what you're talking about, I'm sorry.
It starts with the sound, obviously. Sure. But I think just at the age you guys are, I see a lot of different people pulling at your decisions and really trying to contribute to a young adult's decisions. Whether those are peers trying to get their peers to do something, or even for that matter, adults and other entities in your lives trying to convince you of when you should make decisions and what decisions you should make. And so I think if there was any wisdom, I would say own your decisions.
While biology can be an intimidating subject, John makes it a little bit easier to handle. There is no need to fear this gentle Frenchman, unless of course you are allergic to laughter.
Cut.
We're done?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now just please don't tell him that I really love him, because that would ruin our relationship. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Is the camera still rolling?
No!